You see that out there? That's right, the sun is shining. Never mind that white stuff. Let's ride. Hey everybody, welcome back to Apple Valley Moto. So I never really intended to do a review on this MSR gear. Just kind of fell into it when I was recording different videos. So I do want to give a shout out to my boots. I bought the Falco Adventure boots. Also got those on Rocky Mountain. They've been a great boot. At the time I bought them, they were on sale, and I didn't really have the money to splurge for a Tech 7 or in a more expensive boot. However, I've been pleasantly surprised with these boots. I've never had wet feet, cold feet. They've done surprisingly well in all conditions. So just another shout out to Falco boots. If you're looking for a boot, don't skip over them. Let's go.
So as you can probably tell, I'm a little bored. It's cold. I think it's about 20 degrees. But I'm tired of sitting inside, and I want to ride. I don't really think this is going to go well, but hey, let's give it a try. God, it's already icy. If you haven't seen any videos on the channel yet, this is a brand new 2024 Triumph Tiger Rally Pro 900 Aragon Edition. Caution, low air temp, risk of surface ice, oh yeah. I'm already slipping. The ice at my feet. Yeah, I didn't get very far. This is a dumb idea. I can't get any grip on this hill. Oh man. Hopefully once we get off this driveway, I have a little bit more grip. I just plowed, so it's a little packed down and slick. Woohoo! Alright, not bad. It's still warning me about the ice. Alright, alright. Now let's get off road. Oh! This is so stupid. That's why I need to get rid of the traction control. I didn't even put it in the right mode. Silly. Off-road mode. Alright, no traction control. Doesn't want to go. I mean, there's a good 6 inches of snow. Alright, well that might have been the best test for this gear yet. Going down hard. No injuries. No road rash. Felt pretty hard on my elbow, but you know, nothing too bad. No tears. Skidded along pretty good for a little bit there. But hey, it held up great, did its job perfectly. Can't get a better review than that, huh? I'm gonna take this rest of this road nice and slow because I see some more snow right up here. Well, I guess I got too excited to come out this early. I really thought there's other back roads, dirt roads around me that are... Where do I go here? There's other roads around me that are completely bare. No snow at all. Man. So I did go down in a bunch of sloshy, messy snow, water, dirt, mud. Nothing seeping through. I didn't get wet at all. The gloves are not waterproof. These are the MSR Frost Moto gloves. I did get a little, moisture on my hand. They are a little wet, but not a terrible thing. They're not supposed to be waterproof. They're a thin glove, but they're still insulated. And with the heated grips on a day like today, this says 49. I was out the other day when it was about 35, and my hands didn't get cold at all with the heated grips. So I'm very happy with these MSR Frost Moto gloves. I am not a glove person. I hate wearing gloves when I ride, but I know for protection, like what just happened, I would have tore my hand up if I didn't have them on. So I don't feel like I have enough or as much control over my grip as I would like with gloves on. I've never found a glove that doesn't slide a little bit, so I just hate wearing gloves. So I try to find something that's, tight enough, thin enough, but still has some insulation. And so far, these have done awesome. Speaking of that, I gotta turn my hand warmers back on. All right, well, we got out of the junk. Might just stay on the road from now on. We'll see. Alright, so after riding around a little bit, I decided not to do any more off-road today without this rear brake. The pedal got shoved up a little bit. It's kind of hard to find, so I don't want to put myself in that position again. So I'm just going to stick to some roads. But so far, loving this gear. The pants, they say, go up a size, especially if you're in between, or if you like them just, a little bit more room in there, go up a size, which I did. And that was a great suggestion. I think that would have been too small and too uncomfortable if I went with a normal size. The jacket is a year old, like I said, but it didn't have too many miles on it, and it never had a fall like that. So still kind of working it in, still trying to get a feel for it. The jacket is stiff. I mean, it's supposed to be rugged. It's just something you got to get used to if you're going to wear ATV gear. But as far as comfort, very comfortable right now. I'm not cold. Again, it's 50 degrees. It was 35 degrees the other day. It was never cold. I only have a t-shirt on under it. My legs aren't cold. Pants are doing awesome. Alright, well, I'm stupid and I can't say no, so one more dirt road. The route I wanted to go is through a state forest, and I know for sure, they don't plow through there, and it's in the middle of the woods, so I highly doubt it's clear. If that other road wasn't clear, there's still probably a lot of snow left. So if you've never checked out Rocky Mountain, I love the gear so far. They do have a helmet now. I have not tried that. I'm not affiliated with Rocky Mountain in any way. I just have grown to love their products. I have never had an issue with any of them. I have a Tusk dry bag. I have Tusk handguards that I put on all my bikes. I have them, I just haven't installed them on this yet. But if you haven't checked out Rocky Mountain, I do suggest it. I don't know if it's icy still or what, but definitely feels a little wobbly. One thing I gotta say is a mistake I made is I was not in off-road mode when I was on that other road when I went down. It's a smooth gravel road. I did not expect anything, and it was a relatively short road, and I was lazy, and I didn't want to stop and switch it over, which, you know, would that have helped me in that crash? I don't know, but it probably would have put me in a better position than the road mode. So I really wanted to give this MSR gear a proper review, so I decided to get out in all the elements. A little bit of snow, a little bit of rain, normal weather. So if this review helps you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. As you can probably sum up, we didn't get too far in the snow. However, the MSR Voyager gear definitely kept me dry, kept me warm. The Frost Moto gloves kept my hands nice and warm. As you can see, I was sitting in the snow pile out there for a little while, contemplating what the heck I was doing out there. So, what's next? The rain. Let's go see how it does in the rain. So to make sure we get a good true test, I'm going to show you my shirt beforehand. Just a t-shirt, Carhartt gray. And when we get done riding in the rain, I'll show that, hopefully, I'm not wet. Let's see how it goes. Alright everybody, now it's time to test this gear in the rain. So once again, I have on the MSR Voyager jacket and the MSR Voyager pants. Again, we have the MSR Frost Moto gloves. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to turn my hand warmers on, and I'm going to see how far I can get and how long I can get without my hands freezing off. Now I do have these hand guards. However, if you're riding any type of off-road or ATV bike, I suggest you probably should have some hand guards. These are just the cheap factory ones. I haven't changed them out yet, but they do help keep my hands out of the wind. Let's ride. So I'll put a link to this gear in the description, and I'll try to throw up a picture of the pricing. But if you've stuck with me this far, you know I'm pretty happy and pretty impressed with this gear. Ooh, that brake didn't sound good. Let's see how we do in the rain. So like I said earlier, it was never my intention to do a review on gear that I had bought, you know, for just myself. It was my intro to ATV riding gear, and I had always had good experiences with Rocky Mountain. I saw some other reviews that did videos on the MSR gear, and everyone seemed to be super happy. So I took a chance. I went with it. I didn't have the money to buy, you know, Climb or the expensive Alpine Stars or any of that other stuff. So I took a chance on the MSR gear, and I have been very, very happy. Again, this gear has been, the jacket anyway, I rode through the rain last summer quite a bit, and to my own fault, I didn't zip it all the way up to the top, and I did get a little wet from water seeping down through. But it, you know, again, that was my fault. It wasn't bad. The one bad thing I can say about this jacket that I found is I have a heck of a time zipping it up, and that could be complete user error, but I'd say probably every other time I put this jacket on, I have a tough time getting the zipper to engage. Other than that, I haven't found anything yet. Now, you can see it's raining, it's windy. I don't even know if you can hear this audio. The bike says it's 36 degrees outside. I only have a t-shirt on. So, hopefully me putting myself through this will help some of you out there. Now, I could have put a base layer on, could have put some long johns on. I wanted to get a feel for the gear with minimal layers underneath, just to see exactly how well it will do in these conditions. So far so good. I can definitely feel the chill on my hands, but I'm not crying yet. Again, I know it's crazy, but I kind of want the wind, I want the rain, I want to really test this gear, because I don't want to suggest something or promote a product that people aren't going to be happy with. So I'm willing to put myself through this nonsense to make sure that if I say a product is good, then it really is. So we've been out here for a little bit, and my hands are definitely feeling it. So I had to turn the hand warmers on, but overall, with it being 35 degrees and windy and rainy, I think the gloves did pretty well. I would really like to get my hands on that MSR Explorer lineup. It's about, I want to say double the price. I think the Explorer jacket was a little over $400, and I can't remember exactly what the pants were, maybe $350. So depending on how this Voyager gear holds up this year, I might try to switch to that either at the end of this year or next year and try to do a nice review on that. Or, you know, if Rocky Mountain wants to send that to me, I'd gladly put that to the test. Hello. No, she didn't want to wave. Like, who is this psycho out riding a motorcycle right now? By the way, if you haven't figured it out, I am from New York, and I know, you know, down south or in the Pacific Northwest, a motorcycle in February at 35 degrees is normal, or at least not frowned upon. However, in New York, this doesn't happen. I literally look like a crazy person right now to people, because obviously the snow, the ice, and all this junk that you can see on the road, if you can see it, that's salt. They use so much salt on these roads due to, you know, the lake effect snow and the ice. I'll show you my truck when we get home. It's crazy. You know, a brand new vehicle starts rusting after a couple years. So if you're out riding a motorcycle in New York in February before the last snow, you're considered crazy. And when you get home, you have to thoroughly wash the bike or it will start rusting immediately. But sometimes you just can't help it. You know, come February, you get such cabin fever, you just have to get outside. You know, I've been staring at this bike for a month, doing a couple upgrades, and I've just been going crazy. So I had to get out here, had to ride. Really wanted to see how all this gear does in the rain. Again, another shout out to Falco boots. My feet are nice and warm, they're not wet. It's exactly what you want. I mean, I haven't submerged them in a puddle or a creek yet, but maybe we'll do that when we go camping.
All right, so I hope you can see this, but just to show you a little bit, all this stuff in here. I didn't go off-road. That's not dirt. I don't know if that's the exhaust. That is all salt that comes off the road. So, like I said, when people see you riding in February in New York, they think you're crazy. But, time for the big reveal. Did I get wet? Maybe the zipper thing was a user error. I don't want to cut the video. You think I'm lying. Anything? Nothing. Perfectly dry. Okay, so just a couple final thoughts. If you are in the market for new ATV gear, whether you're a beginner or an experienced rider, please do not overlook this MSR gear from Rocky Mountain ATV MC. I've put it through cold, rain, snow. I crashed with it. I cannot say enough good things about this gear. Again, I'm not affiliated with Rocky Mountain at all. This was the gear that I chose for my first ATV adventures, and I am so happy that I did. It held up in every test I gave it. So I hope to see you back in the valley for my next video. Like and subscribe. Now I gotta wash this thing.